You're watching CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown.
Hello, I'm Amy Johnson. Here's a look at your top stories. December started out warm, but things have finally taken a turn. We are tracking 2 storm systems moving through our region this week. Let's get a look outside. Big gray clouds and gloomy conditions from the coast to the mountains. KCAL News meteorologist Marina Juricka is tracking the rain in your next weather.
After a very dry and a very warm start to December, we're starting to kick things into high gear. We'll see 2 storms move in back to back as we head into this week. So be prepared. The first one is going to be just some showers, and then we'll be looking at cooler temperatures arriving and a lot heavier rain, as well as thunderstorms for Wednesday and Thursday. So currently in Long Beach, 71. So it's very mild out there, and we're going to continue to see mild temperatures until we get to the backside of this first storm system. And then we'll chisel temperatures down about 10 degrees as we head into the middle of the week. But scattered showers can be expected throughout both Ventura and LA County throughout to the early part of this afternoon, and then slowly start to move down into Orange County as we head into late afternoon, early evening. But temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. So very mild. And then we'll start to see those temperatures move down as we head into the next 24 hours. So by tomorrow, and especially Wednesday, will be much cooler. So highs today looking very mild with 71 at the beaches, 72 in the LA and OC Metro, 73 in the Valley, 72 in the Inland Empire, 68 in the High Desert, 57 in the mountains. And mountain snow levels will be at 8,000 feet, but 6,000 by the time the storms move out on Thursday and Friday. Back to you.
A long-awaited project is now underway in San Clemente. The city is getting a new beach sand berm using thousands of cubic yards of sand. KCAL News reporter Michelle Geely shows us.
This is Michelle Geely at Cotton's Point in San Clemente, and with me here is the mayor of San Clemente as well as the city manager. And gentlemen, as I show some video of Cotton's Point, what are we trying to illustrate here? Let's you guys separate so I can show behind us.
All right.
So
right here we have an ancient landslide that has been fallen over the past 2 years. It's affected the railroad track. So much so that the railroad line had to be closed down for several months, impacting commerce. The OCTA put these rocks here, which has continued to affect the beach here, and we have very little beach here where we used to have volleyball courts and play there on the beach, and now we have no beach here in this area. So we're hoping that our project will restore some of the sand, although we still need a lot more sand in this area.
And just to be sure that we're understanding this correctly, I can see the pier in the distance. Yes. It's way down there. So the idea is that there will be 50 feet's worth of sand put on the beach, and I'm going to bring the city manager in. The project kind of begins today. Correct. Tomorrow they will bring the sand from San Clemente, right?
From Oceanside.
I'm sorry,
so
Oceanside.
That's right. They're bringing the sand from Oceanside. They'll dump it on the beach here in San Clemente, and then it will migrate south again. So eventually, many years from now, we'll be back in Oceanside. We'll bring it back, and it's just kind of the natural cycle of the sand.
And one of the hopes is behind me here at Cotton's Point, where there literally is no beach, that sand will migrate south, right?
That's our hope, and it will restore, although we don't think with the rocks that it will stay, because these tend to have no point where it can stay. When the sand hits these rocks, it draws it out into the water, in the ocean. And
we should point out that behind me here, the development, this is Cotton's Point. This is one of the clubhouses in the neighborhood, and they have the parking lot dropped. This happened about a year and a half ago as a result of a slide. So all of this is connected. And San Clemente, along with the county and the feds, you guys are trying to remediate all of these issues.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's our goal.
Actor Jonathan Majors has been found guilty on 2 charges in his domestic assault trial. The Mallrville actor was convicted of assaulting his former girlfriend in New York back in March. The jury found Majors guilty of 3rd-degree assault, recklessly causing physical injury, and 2nd-degree harassment. Now, he was acquitted of other assault and aggravated harassment charges. Majors is expected to be sentenced February 6. He faces up to a year in prison. Two people are in custody after a road rage killing of a 4-year-old in Lancaster. That shooting happened Friday night near Sierra Highway and East Avenue J. Investigators say a driver cut off the car the boy and his parents were in. The suspect then pulled up to the car and started shooting. The boy died at the hospital. Officials arrested a 29-year-old man and a 27-year-old woman. They were booked on suspicion of murder. Fentanyl is now the deadliest drug in LA County, surpassing methamphetamine for the first time in recent years. According to a new report, the synthetic opioid was linked to more than 1,900 accidental overdose deaths countywide in 2022, compared to 109 deaths in 2016. Public health officials also say the crisis is having a disproportionate impact on Black and homeless populations who are dying at higher rates than any other groups.
While Black populations in Los Angeles County represent less than 10%, they represent more than 20% of overdose deaths and more than 30% of people experiencing homelessness. Homelessness is a major driver of risk, as are people who use drugs. We also have a lot of work to do to ensure ready access to naloxone, which is the opioid overdose reversal medication, across all communities, including communities where we have more individuals who are Black or brown.
Officials say the best way to avoid an overdose is to not use drugs at all. For those who do, experts recommend keeping Narcan on hand, using fentanyl test strips, and not using drugs alone. A lawsuit against the Department of Veterans Affairs regarding housing at the West LA campus is moving forward. The 14 veterans who filed the lawsuit say the VA failed to provide housing and health care to veterans with disabilities, leaving nearly 3,500 of them sleeping on the streets. Last week, a judge denied a motion to dismiss the case and set a scheduling conference for next month. A VA spokesperson says the VA doesn't typically comment on pending or ongoing litigation, but that they're proud of their work in LA and nationwide. This has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back live at 3 o'clock right here on CBS News Los Angeles.